Hi friends, I know it's been a while since I've done any type of post or given you any type of an update. I know we've been a little busy.
Just a little.
We've actually moved. We sold our home that we've been in for almost 30 years and moved out of a neighborhood that we've been in for even longer than that. And we simplified.
Yeah, we were in 2 homes in that neighborhood, and now we're only like a mile or 2 away, but a very different neighborhood. We looked and looked, at houses, just kind of with just a spark in mind and thinking about it, and we found this one, and I went, yep, this is it. We can do this.
We're going to get into that a little bit later because we're going to be doing a remodeling that I want to kind of show some of the steps that we're going to do as we do some additional posts on that. But I just wanted to kind of have a beginning conversation about the concept of change. At our age of being grandpas and grandmas and having grandkids and having kids, what it's like to make a big move or make a big change like that at this stage of our lives.
Well, it was hard. The kids didn't want to leave the home that they grew up in.
So it's hard, but why did we do it?
We did it because that's what we wanted. We knew it would be simpler. It would be a little bit of a simpler life for us.
So simplicity, I think as I've been thinking about this as we started to do it, is I had an idea. I was scared to mention it to Laura because I knew she probably wouldn't want that idea of selling a home that we worked so hard on. We fixed up and we did that.
He did it.
But
I watched.
but we did have that conversation. So I think the first thing is communication.
Yeah. We communicated, and it just took a little while. But once we started looking at homes, it was kind of fun. We had a fun time looking at homes.
Yeah, we saw a lot of homes out there. We saw ones that we thought could work. We saw ones that we thought, no, it's not going to work. And also our thought process changed along the way about what we thought we could do, that our kids would say, okay, I think they can get along with this if we did that. But it was hard on our kids. So yeah, we decided to have change. I think we were honest with each other. We were honest with where we are with our finances and what we wanted for the future, for our retirement. We were honest about our goals, kind of what we wanted to do, and we didn't always agree.
No. I mean, for the most part, I think we did, though. I mean, because it was sort of a process. It's not like you just, yep, we're putting the house up for sale now.
Yeah.
Right? And we had to kind of go through a little bit of grieving with our kids. And, they might be grieving a little bit still. But this little house has some advantages for them and their grandkids, too. Or our grandkids, too.
So simplicity is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So communication is important. Having your kids involved in the process is important because they have memories in a home that we've lived in for a long time. And at first I was like, oh, just get over it. It's our home, it's our decision. But I was reminded that everyone needs to kind of go through a little bit of a grieving process on their own, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
And each of the kids did it a little differently.
Yeah.
I
think so.
But we are kind of excited.
We have 4 kids. Four.
We are kind of excited about this. And probably another thing that I've been thinking about is that if we would have waited another 5 years, we probably never would have made the move.
No. Our old neighbor made that point to us the other day. And we just sort of knew that anyway. And besides that, like the house we left was so nice. It was kind of in mint condition to sell. And as the years went along, whether we could keep up with keeping it, perfectly house beautiful, I don't know.
Yeah. And there's another part of this that I think is good to talk about, and that is the idea of of kind of cleaning out and going through things, going through closets and trying to figure out what we want to keep and what we want to give away and what we want our kids to have, what we want to do.
Yeah, I think everybody's a little bit of a hoarder in their own tiny way, not you know, like the clinical term hoarder, but whatever, but you know. So I think we both had to decide some things, and I've learned sometimes you just have to throw it in the dumpster. You just have to, but I feel better. I went up to my classroom, my 2 school, and I did the same thing yesterday. And as I threw them in, this relief flooded over me. Like, I don't have to keep track of that anymore. I don't need that.
Yeah, we both have had to do this with our parents, and I just really I don't want to be in a position where our kids feel like they have to go through and decide, and I don't know. And the other part of this is just simplicity.
Yeah.
Of everything is smaller.
Yeah.
Everything, there's less involved with everything.
Less yard.
Less yard. We don't feel kind of not handcuffed, but encumbered by our home, and it's I think it's really exciting. So we want you to know that that as grandparents, we did this, and we feel pretty good about it. And I know we're not done with our journey. We have a lot of things going on with work and all kinds of stuff, but this part of it feels good. And we want you to be a part of this as we go forward and talk about some things about our remodel, about the things that we're doing with Be Cool Grandpa, some of the products that we're doing, some of the opportunities that we have to kind of be out in the community, to do some social events, and to maybe have some fun together. So we want you to enjoy this with us.
So are you planning like to do before and after pictures, kind of showing the ideas and whatever?
Yeah. We're going to do before and after pictures. We're going to try to show some of the projects. And I'm not a licensed contractor, but we've done this a couple of times now.
You?
Well, together. We've done this a couple of times.
Yeah.
And we feel like we know what we're doing now, but I don't know if that's the case. We'll see.
Well, we have preferences. We know our preferences, and it's going to be fun to choose again right after having chosen like 5 years ago.
Yeah. So here we go, and we're excited about it, and we're excited for your input and comments and dialogue. So be cool, Grandpa and Grandma.
And Grandma!